Everybody, welcome to another edition of The Daily here with Jason Skeeney. I'm Nick Furshaw. The world of Major League Soccer still buzzing about that Tuesday announcement of the 20th franchise, New York City FC, a joint partnership between Manchester City and the New York Yankees. We have news on Wednesday. They have hired their first employee, and it's not really a surprise, Jason, when you look at the resume. Claudio Reyna is going to be the director of football operations, a guy who knows MLS very well, US soccer very well, and guess what? 4 seasons with Manchester City. What do you make of the decision?
Yeah, I think this was an easy choice if you're Manchester City, and he's going to be charged now with hiring the coaches, hiring the trainers, getting the players in there. This is something that I think he's ready for after his previous role with US Soccer as a youth technical director. I mean, they pointed to that experience, they pointed to his history, like you mentioned, with Manchester City, with US Soccer, as reasons for the hire.
A couple seasons with the New York Red Bulls, obviously, that wrapped up his career. He is a New Jersey native. I think a lot of people know that. So some ties there with both the Red Bulls and the new expansion franchise. But again, couldn't have picked a better guy. 4 World Cups he was called to, and 111 caps with the U.S. national team. Claudio Reyna, the new face of New York City FC. Next up, U.S. Open Cup third round is set May 28th and 29th. The second round wrapped up on Tuesday night, and some interesting matchups coming our way especially for MLS teams. 4 PDL teams advanced, and a couple very good MLS teams are going a long way in the third round of the Open Cup.
Yeah, when you look at it, remember Bruce Arena complaining about this. While LA now going on the road to Carolina, Seattle Sounders have to go on the road to Tampa Bay, Colorado Rapids going on the road to Orlando City. A lot of teams need to figure it out. And even the leaders in MLS, FC Dallas, they have to travel for the next round. So a lot of teams, you see normally MLS teams taking their kind of backups, their reserves to these games. But we've seen in the past, last year, 3 USL teams making it into the quarterfinals. So MLS teams need to take the USL team seriously. And now they have to go on the road. This is going to put a strain on some teams headed into the next round.
Some tough challenges for some of the better teams in the league. The defending champions, Sporting Kansas City, they're at home in the third round against the Des Moines Menace, upset winners over Minnesota earlier this week. You can find all the matchups on MLSsoccer.com, the US Open Cup, getting very, very interesting starting next week. Last but not least, a reminder for some of the features you're going to find on MLSsoccer.com on Wednesday. Anatomy of a Goal, the very popular weekly video series, as well as March to the Match, the podcast from out west. And Jason, a reminder to all those people out there, tweet your fantasy questions at MLS Fantasy for the starting lineup segment, which comes out on Thursday. A lot of topics this week, a lot of questions about the U.S. national team and their roster.
Yeah, who's getting called up? Not just the U.S. national team, because when you look at it, the Honduran national team's going to be playing. That's Boniek Garcia, Victor Bernardes, Marvin Chavez. A lot of guys going to be missing for international duty. We'll have all the updates, and then injury updates as well on guys like Osvaldo Alonso, who you'll need to know. Set your fantasy team.
Tweet your questions at MLS Fantasy again for the starting lineup, which comes out on Thursday. That does it for us. For Jason Skeeney, I'm Nick Furshaw. We'll see you around again tomorrow.